So I got an idea for supper tonight, and the cookbook that I'm using has a little section called Shoestring Suppers, and this is a recipe for meatloaf that I'm going to adapt, and I think it's going to be really good because it calls for a box of stuffing mix, which I'm going to add to the ground beef. And then, so basically you take a cup of water, mix it with the stuffing mix, mix that all up together so the stuffing is made. And then I'm going to add some carrot and some onion to it. And the nice thing about that is because there's a lot of seasoning already in the stuffing mix, I won't have to add too much more to my meatloaf. So I think I might add a little bit more Italian seasoning or maybe a little bit of thyme just to bump up the flavor a little more. But I think this is going to be really, really good. So this is all ready to go in the oven at 325 for an hour. And normally I would put a glaze over the top, but I'm not going to do that this time because I'm going to serve it with a mushroom gravy for tonight. And then I also have a couple of carrot ends here from when I grated my carrot. And I'm just going to put this in my soup bag that I have in my freezer. So when I want to make soup or vegetable stock, I'm going to add everything that I've collected in there. So today I'm going to be making a key lime pie for dessert, and I've tried a few different versions of this pie, and I've found this one that I'm going to make to be the quickest and the simplest and the one that tastes the best. So normally I would make a graham cracker crust from scratch, but I'm going to use a store-bought one today. So I'm just going to bake this in the oven at 325 for 6 or 7 minutes just to crisp it up, and then I'll show you where we go from there. So this is honestly so simple. I have a half a cup of lime juice and a can of sweetened condensed milk, and I'm going to mix these two things together. Now I'm going to take 2 egg whites in another bowl and beat them until they're stiff. So now that our egg whites are all nice and beaten, we're going to take our lime juice condensed milk mixture and combine these two together, and that's it for the filling. And you don't have to worry about the egg whites being raw because the lime juice will take care of that. It will actually cook the eggs, so to speak. Now you could dress this up with some strawberries on the top, but I don't have any of those, so I'm just gonna sprinkle some green sugar sprinkles on the top, and I think that'll look nice. And now we'll just put it in the fridge until we're ready to use it. I got some peppers on sale for half price because they had a little bit of bruising on them, and that's okay though, because what I'm going to do is I am just going to cut out that little bruised bit, and I'm going to slice them up and stir fry them, and it's going to be a really nice little side dish. So I'm just making a quick little mushroom gravy to go with the meatloaf. So I just melted about a tablespoon of butter, and I'm going to add my mushrooms and saute these up a little bit. And while I've got those mushrooms going, I'm going to make the rest of my gravy. So I used about 1.5 teaspoons of this beef soup base, and I put it in a mason jar with a tablespoon of cornstarch and then just a cup of warm water and a bit of garlic, and I've given it a stir around, and I'm going to add it to my mushrooms. So I've poured that mixture over my mushrooms, and I'm just going to keep stirring it until it turns nice and thick, and it's going to be delicious over our meatloaf.